Okay, I'm done and stuff. So I'm just going to jump right into this. Let's bring it on back. All right, there we are. Okay. So ProRegTx, that's where we're at. We're not doing Dashmate, but we do have the BLS code. Actually, you know, maybe I'll publish that. Where's the BLS? Let me go back to... Oh. Let's make sure mic's working, background music's working, sound effects are working. All right. Okay, so we had some BLS stuff. The Tinder BLS. I think I just have a pull request here. What was this whip here? Let's go ahead and get a version of this published. Okay, I'll just... I won't publish it yet. I'll do that next time. I'll publish this next time. Because we've got a little bit of work left to do to publish it. Including putting a README there, apparently. Oh, I think the README is in the pull request. Let's go ahead and do a clone here. On the system that is going to be the Evo node. This is kind of neat because we kind of have a dual Evo node system because we're actually going to run this on 2 containers. Good, good. What in the world? I'm a little confused by what's going on here. We did come up with the Pure Go version, did we not? Okay, there we go. That was the Seago version. And this is the not Seago version. Okay. Might run out of disk space on this container because the OS partition is not very big. Oh, weird. There we go. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're getting... We don't have to get the same signature for both because the way that their random seed will be implemented, but we should get the same key for both. And we should be able to verify a signature from either one. Okay. All right, it's making failed, but that's fine because the thing wasn't there anyway. Oh, right. I think we had to manually copy some of these files into a special place to get them to work. But it's okay. We had success on this already. I already verified the things that needed to be verified, so we can just move forward. I would like to re-verify the things that I believe were accomplished, but I can just trust in them for now. So, private key is this one. There's our BLS key. All right. On that we already solved for. Okay, so let's go back here. All right, so we've got our BLS private key. And that's just in hexadecimal. So yeah, we'll just take a look at this one. Oh, it'll actually be this one. And we'll do this under test. Wait, where did... I just had this thing up. Where did it... Oh, it was right here. Doi. Okay. Oh no. Here, bloom filters. I didn't know if that was the... Didn't know that was the thing. Okay, CLI, stop. Oh, alright. I wonder why that's there. I mean, I can think of a few reasons. Because it, like in this case, it doesn't know what its external IP address is, so it may not know what it's trying to verify or whatever. Register. Okay, here we are. Nope. Wait, option 1. Where's option 2? Registering from a hardware wallet. Hardware wallets is got to be honestly one of the dumbest things. You don't need it's not even that you don't need, there's no benefit to having a $200 chip that stores 12 words on it. Like, it doesn't, it is pure marketing gimmick. You can store 12 words on a piece of paper. You can even store them securely offline on a piece of paper. Okay, option 2. Do we have an option 3? Okay, we'll take this option. Oh, I think I remember doing this once before. So the console is just going to tell us which of these outputs are allowable. Why is there not a Evo node outputs? Yeah, I got that. Oh, and we do need to get this to come out in this format. So we've added the private key. Oh, no. Oh, but hey, we already did this. This part right here. I think it was called tender key or something like that. Let's see what other tender stuff we have here. Tender key. There we go. Okay, so that's already a thing for this. All right, so we are really, really close here. Oh, okay. Or we could just use this. I guess. Yeah. This is so stupid. Why would you flipping Docker to generate something that's a standard, normal, everyday? Something that's actually not weird for once. All right, cool. So we got that. Okay. All right, so the ProRegTx message is one that I am very interested in figuring out what its component pieces are, how to construct it and stuff. I think that shouldn't be too hard, actually. Okay, I don't think that's the right port number for testnet. Okay. P2P node ID. Interesting. See, this is bad. This is not required to be a particular port. That just doesn't make sense. Why would you include the port number and then require it to be a specific port? That just don't make sense. That don't make sense. don't do it. And same thing here. Wait a minute. 443? Wait a minute. I thought it was 10,000. I definitely can't do this with 443. Ah. You can actually turn the heater down a little bit. After it's been going for several hours, it's finally raised the temperature from 45 degrees to 60 degrees. Probably a little warmer than that. It's hard to tell because the temperature. Let's see. Oh no. Okay. That's. Okay. It's actually above 70. That makes more sense because I feel kind of warm now. All right. Okay, so let me see. Done this once before, years ago. I just need to borrow a cool $30,000 from the bank and register a note, of course. Or 120. Oof, big money today. Yeah, $32,000 times 4. It's kind of a big amount. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so... And what port was this again? Okay. Okay, so this documentation is out of date here. This is showing the wrong number of things. Okay. All right. Got it. So platform node ID. Right, so public ports. That's the collateral address, right? Wasn't there a generate or create, or I was looking to see address commands. Get new address. Okay, I thought it was something like that. Get new address. Okay. Oh. Lateral, operator, voting, reward, payout. Node ID. That seemed kind of weird. So where do I use that as an input? I don't remember using that as an input anywhere. Let's check out that sample config file. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna guess. This seems kind of weird, but I think the node key. I'm trying to figure out if node key is something that I need to regenerate. Because I don't remember if I actually created that. I miss the old days when we used to be able to search for strings on the internet. Okay, I need to turn the heat back up a little bit. Okay. So the ProRegTx is pretty similar to what it was before. So I think all this is doing is running $sign on a message that's constructed. So I think that we could do ProRegTx pretty easy. We could do ProRegTx in our web wallet. In fact, that would be awesome if that were a tab that we had. We could make our, well, I don't know if the web wallet should really be the everything for everything, but we could have all of the config generated in a web application. That 100% at this point, I don't think there's anything that we couldn't do in a web application, although the BLS step, we might need to copy over some of the Go code. I thought I found a pure JavaScript implementation for BLS, but I am not 100% certain on that. Actually, yeah, because almost everything I found, wanted to have some WASM or whatever. But with big ints and JavaScript, we could totally do all the BLS stuff. We might even be able to do the ED. I forget what the number is, but we might even be able to do that stuff. All right. Okay, so this actually needs to be public. Is that what I'm to understand? This one needs to be public. Okay. What the heck is Prometheus? Oh, we can't go that high, can we? You can have a suggested here, but you cannot have a must here. It's totes and approps. That's a no square thing. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inputs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inputs. So when we register this, we will have all dim inputs. All right, there we are. That's it. That's the one. Okay. What? All right. Apparently, this is also out of date. So it told me that method's already been deprecated, which is great. Okay, BLS address. Okay, so BLS address. Oh, operator pub key. Okay, cool. All right, so it's not collateral address. Oh, duh. That's the collateral hash. That's your coin. Your coin. The transaction, not the address. Coin has to exist. Okay. I think, yeah, I want to get this ProTX thing figured out, both in terms of how to construct it and how to broadcast it, so that we could do it with just the instant send RPC. And yeah, this is, and so that we can have it as a system service that just updates whenever the IP address or domain name or port or any of that changes. They could just dynamically respond. Okay. Where did I put that? BLS pub, my bob. Is that a scroll back? Okay. Let's try it again. Owner address. Oh, I didn't put in somewhere. BLS pub. Wait, I'm confused. Operator pub. Operator. Got it. Okay, so the owner was correct. So, hold on. That seems kind of weird. I don't understand. What's an owner address? Alright, so something's different. Different than I was thinking. It's not a collateral address. I don't know what an owner address is. Okay, there we go. So what does this output represent? Yeah, that seems a little bit strange. Because I'm wondering if by percentage, what they actually mean is a float. I'm going to ask in Dev Talk. Okay. I'm just going to try this out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Would that be percent per mil? Out of 100, out of 1,000, out of 10,000. Oh, sorry. I was responding to a message on Discord and I lost myself there for a minute. Ugh. Almost done. All right. I took the bait. Hold on. So basically, I don't. Sorry, I'm going to respond to the message. I'm not going to go into what exactly it is I'm saying or why, but. All right. Anyway. Okay, get back to this. So we've got our sign message thing here. Originally what I was asking about is this percentage? Is this a percentage or is it what is it? But then I saw the message from earlier, and it's so asinine, and there's no point in. I know there's no point in responding because it's not a honest argument, right? Like this is it's trolling. That's what it is. It's not someone who has a technical concern with a technically valid opinion or something, bringing up an actual legitimate concern. It's just XK trolling. But I think the thing that puts it in perspective is that when the argument is essentially like, okay, now I am talking about it. But the argument is kind of like a fish trying to explain what water is. Water, like the fish lives in water. It knows nothing but water, right? So the fish could be convinced that water isn't there, that there's no such thing as water. And that's kind of the best way I can describe what I think that XK and his cohort are, their scenario that they're presenting is like that of a fish presenting that water doesn't exist. From the fish's perspective, it's almost reasonable to say that water doesn't exist from the fish's perspective, right? Because the fish is so in the water that it is unaware of the water. What is this then? V4 BC? I don't know what that is. I wonder if we could get any insight by how many bytes long it is. For example, does it look like it's an arbitrary message size? So it's 32 bytes. I could probably actually look at some code to discover that one. Payout address, percent, owner address, voting address. And then maybe it is the hash of the transaction as a whole. I don't know. But let's go on to the next step and let's see. sign message fields to sign the transaction. The output of the TX. Okay. Sign message, the message to sign. Okay. I'm guessing that that last one is probably the transaction hash. That's my best guess. We could also look at it backwards and see if there's a CB48. Let me try that. No, there isn't. Okay, because sometimes the hashes are represented forwards and sometimes they're represented backwards. All right. Anyway, it's important to me, one, because it's a far technically superior solution that is actually, it is more federated, it is more decentralized, there's more user choice in it. It's important to me that people not be confused by what XK and his cohort are putting forth, because it just comes from for whatever reason I don't understand, probably because they don't really understand the technology underneath of it. I don't know how deep their technical knowledge actually goes. But again, it could be an honest-ish, because they are trolling, but it could be an honest-ish situation of a fish not having an understanding of water. Or that metaphor, because obviously fish don't have an understanding of anything. But that metaphor, that what does salt taste like? Not being able to identify the component pieces of an argument being made, right? Okay. Sign message. And this one I know exactly how this is made. I think we could reproduce all of this. I'd need to have a little bit more insight. The sign message one we definitely can, because we already have dash sign. So if I were to, let's see if I actually have this. Because I think what this would also be would be dash sign, and then we'd have to give it adder.with, and then we would give it the message. And I don't know, is dash sign on Webby? No, it's not. Okay, let's see. Do we have over here this one .with, right? Is this the correct one? YHH? Is that our collateral address? I think that should be YHH. Yes, it is. Okay. So let me go grab dash sign real quick. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things where you can talk fancy and confuse someone. Weird. Where's dash sign? We should have two implementations. What? Dash message. Dash message. Oops. Let me see if dash message is on Webby. Okay, it is. Good. All right. So dash message, sign, and then the signature, again, because the way the elliptic curve stuff works, the signature may actually be different. I think in the Go implementation, the signature ends up being different, but we should be able to verify it from either one. So let me go ahead and try this. Okay, so let's see, are they the same? H3JJZ, and then last one is H. Okay, yes. All right, so this also would work for that. All right, so we've got that, and we've got that in JavaScript as well. Interesting. All right, what is it? Logical fallacy. Personal attack. What was that called? I think it's called ad hominem. There we go. It's just, that's, oh. So he's, every time I make an argument, he's saying, oh, you're just show gaming or whatever that means. And then something else, this is Kodak's, XK's cohort in this thing. Anyway, so then I say I call trolling and BS. And he says, oh, now it's on to personal attacks. Like, you've been doing the ad hominems the entire time since you entered the argument. You can't say, oh, I call ad hominem. Oh, that's a personal attack. I mean, because calling BS is essentially calling, you know, you're yeah. There's no argument to be won here. And yeah, says I work in the army as a system admin, and we work our own networks where I do choose IP addresses. So weird argument, but no. I don't know if he doesn't. I mean, it's possible he doesn't. Again, I think he's just trolling. I think because if he is working on his internal network, I think he knows the difference between NAT addresses and public addresses. So, and if he doesn't know the difference, then this argument just can't go anywhere. And in the event that because he's working in the army, the army owns, the government owns some subset of the IP addresses, him being able to choose his address, that's within the, within, he cannot personally choose an IP address, and he knows that. And unless he's confused about NAT versus IPs, which I don't think that's likely. So, but I think that now, honestly, I don't know. I hope that the conversation has. I hope the takeaway, I mean, honestly, is that, like, I'm winning the argument that, because it comes full circle. As soon as he entered into the conversation, it's being, okay, I'm just going to have to close this thing out. I can't, I'm going to have to ask my other important question. Because the thing was, I came in here to ask an important question, and then I got sucked in. But it's okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. We can agree to disagree until you have a practical conversation, or until you quit gaslighting. Whatever. Okay, let me go to the other thing here. A practical conversation, that doesn't make any sense. Practical conversation, like, it is practical. it is practical that DNS doesn't go down. That is practical. To say that because a provider that isn't even in the top 50 went down, that DNS went down. I mean, no, servers go down, and the chain halt happened. Like, the entire Dash network went down, and that is part of my point of why I say that Dash is not decentralized, because a decentralized system doesn't go down. A decentralized system doesn't have a single authority through which everything must pass or agree on. So definitionally, it's not decentralized. Now, you can disagree or argue what should be the definition of decentralized. And, there are some definitions by which, you can win me over on that, or win against me on that argument. But if a system is decentralized, then any node should be able to operate independently, and multiple nodes should be able to operate together in tandem. That they should be able to operate and provide more value than a single node can provide. But that's, it's like I'm nitpicking and being pedantic. That doesn't even make sense. Being pedantic that a provider that's less than that's not in the top 50 went down is not the system going down, the system isn't brittle. No, the system's not brittle. A provider went down and everything else worked except for, whatever few 100,000. I mean, I'm sure there's probably millions of sites that are handled by them, but this, I don't know. It's just makes me want to vomit. Okay. We can agree to disagree till you decide to have a practical conversation. It's like, define practical. Okay, so I'm not saying because the Dash network went down once for a day. Like, all systems will go down. You cannot point to any single failure of any system and say, oh, the system is bad because it had a failure, is, you know, in technology, networks, etc. But the point is the entire system doesn't go well. In the case of the chain halt, it did, and that was because of the whole 51% and a bug in the software, and, you know, more than 50% of the, you know, the people opted into that software, and then when that piece of the software became active, then the system broke, and miraculously it was able to be recovered without as I understand it, was able to be recovered without financial loss, which that is absolutely wonderful. Or at least without I think it was financial loss only on it's frustrating. Okay. All right. But let's see what happens when I do this message here. Oh, I probably have to get rid of the quotes. Doi. Well, I guess that's not necessarily a doi because quotes often mean something, but in this case... All right, so now we have a problem. Potentially. So I did my ProRegTx submit. The problem is I don't actually have that one port forwarded yet. What was it? Okay, so I'm going to go get that port forwarded so that as this message propagates, I'm not immediately POSI banned. All right, where did... Oh, darn it. No, where did... Okay, here we go. Rules. Rules, IP rules. Okay, so let me go back to... And then the next piece... Well, let's see. Yeah, I've got... I'll probably just call it for the bit. The next piece will be, let's investigate where those registrations of ports go through. I actually going to look through the code and figure out where those ports and that IP address are and figure out how we can transition this over to DNS. And it's going to take me a lot longer than it would take someone who's familiar with the code, and especially because I don't do C++. But I think with GPT or LLM, I might use CodeUp or something like that. But in general, you know, I'll be able to make... It won't necessarily, I don't know that I'll make a functional PR as much as I'll make a some sort of a draft PR for it. Anyway, let's see if I can get this NAT up before everything goes wonkadonk. Okay, I'm going to clone this. But the address that I have on this one, that's 10,000. Okay, I need to also have the address on this one. I need to have multiple of the... Let's see. So we're going to do this one to that one. Okay. That all works. Okay, I'm going to save that. That should be fine. Oh, whoops. This should be Evo P2P to when Evo 3. That's my container name. Okay, and then we need to clone that. And then this one was... All right, we need to go to this one, and then I need to find... right? Yeah. And then I need to hit apply. All right, so now, assuming that I wasn't already Posy banned, all of the ports that I have configured are now set up in the right place. But I probably will need to also check. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, we don't have to have that one in there. Great. Okay, so that one is the one. And Tenderdash has been restarted. I'll restart it again just for funsies. Should all be good. What? Like... Okay. So now the question is, how do I find my status? I think it's this one. Did I make the cut? I'll be... This could go either way. Okay. 822. Whoops. No, I can't search this thing. Okay. Can we lint this? Do we have something that will... Okay. All right. Okay, dash CLI. I forget, how do we do this with dash CLI? Is there testnet? Okay. Testnet. Oops. And then probably that ProRegTx list valid. Okay. Hmm. RPC bind. Right, because we have to do this RPC bind, but then it doesn't like it because it's not actually used. Okay. I think I remember having this problem before. Couldn't connect to... Okay, we could try this then. We could try doing the RPC bind instead on 0.0.0.0. Okay, the error code 28, if I remember correctly, is just saying it's still loading. So if we were to look at system control, or no, journal control, it might be ready now. There we go. Okay. So I don't think we made it in the list. But how do you verify? I think I'm just going to try again. Let's make sure that the ports that need to be exposed are exposed. So 199999. I am forwarding that. It is forwarding to this IP address. So that's correct. That is the external IP address. Did I actually put the right key? I may have forgotten to update the key here. I think I did. I think I forgot to update this key. Did I update this key? Or, no, this was generated. This one, I didn't update this key. I just used what it gave me because this appeared to be auto-generated. You just... Ah! Freaking psychopaths! Gaslighting wackadoodles. No, it's I mean, so like pragmatic and practical, but by definition, you know, that would be the thing that works. You know, that's like the 80-20 rule would be the practical, right? Like, Okay, so this one, that one's fine. That one's fine. We don't need to deal with this one. Okay, let me see if I can change anything else here. I guess I can just try to redo it. Let me make sure that the ProRegTx here that I had is based on... Okay, this one was our node ID. Okay, that's what that node ID is, that node ID. Let me try running this again, because it may be... You know, maybe if you submit it and you're not immediately valid at the moment that you submit it, then maybe it's just... That's just a done deal. It's over. Let's see. Okay, wait, what was that output again? 822B. All right, I'm going to look one more time, and then I'll try to resubmit it, but I don't know that I have a way to tell. Well, one, I don't even know if testnet's actually working right now. It seems like it must be because there's stuff that's valid. I don't know. Is there a place that let me see. If I scroll down? Nope. Nope. Okay. There's nothing where I can scroll down to see more. Okay, testnet setup. Okay. Hey, look. Wait, that's P2P? Wait, Dappy, what? Where was 3000? Okay, that was never mentioned. Well, this is helpful, actually. I'm going to go back and update my issue over here. No, the one about... Okay, core RPC core P2P. Okay, so these ones are public. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. I broke it. I broke it. I broke the table. I did. Okay, it looks like I fixed the table. I did. Okay, cool. Oh, whoops. And I put something there that wasn't supposed to be there. All right, well, I got to go. But good work, everybody. We didn't get to see our thingamabob in the list, but it's not clear. It's not clear how we do that. Okay, so if these are the public ports, 19999, and in my case 26262, and 10,000, if those are the public ports, let's see. Okay, correction earlier about, well, correction, nuance about what I said earlier. The hardware wallet's so dumb. They don't provide security. That's what I'm saying. People think that a hardware wallet provides security. Is it a nifty way to run some hashes on the 12 words? You know, for some people, it actually meets their goals. Let's put it this way. For some people, it definitely meets their goals because they want to have something that is offline and they want something that will run hashes, and it gives them a feeling that they like, that they feel good about it. You know, and we, you know, you buy women flowers because it makes them feel good, right? So in that sense, I guess hardware wallets are no more dumb than flowers are dumb. They help people have a feeling. They do not provide any technical additional security. They don't. Certainly, I would not trust a hardware wallet if I had money. I mean, I wouldn't trust it as like, oh, this is my thing that keeps my money safe. I would not trust that. But yeah, for some people, it gives them the feeling that they want to have. But it does not give people extra security. It can give a matter of convenience if you want something to be online or offline. Like I want this to now be offline. I'm going to plug it in. Now it's online. I'm going to unplug it. Now it's offline, or you know, that sort of thing. So in that way, yes. But the way that generally people talk about hardware wallets, there is a strong misconception. So, okay, I'm going to try one more time. We're just going to run the message through real quick. And I'm going to change something about the message so that it's different. Maybe. Or I'm not. Okay. I'll just create a different address. Get new address. All right. And so I'm going to swap out my payout address. Other than that, everything's going to remain the same. P2P port's the same. And let's just do a quick check. Just sanity check. So -L-P 26262, that should fail. Interesting that didn't fail. Let's double check on some things here. 26262. All right. How about this then? Localhost 26262. Odd. Sudo netstat peanut. 2626. Wait. Okay, so something weird is going on because let me go ahead and oh, I bet I know what it is. I know what it is. Hold on. All right. It's because I think okay. I was running these things in the foreground. Let's kill everything. And let's not run it in the foreground. Well, we're going to run envoy in the foreground because I don't actually have the config file set up for that yet. But aside from envoy, we're not going to run things in the foreground. Okay, now if I do nc-l-p, now it should fail. Yes, correct. Okay, and if I do that with 10,000, that should also fail. Did we change the address? Well, sometimes it is possible, and a lot of times reverse proxies do this. Okay, all right. So there's two failure modes here. Okay, are we back? Okay, we've got audio again. We got sound. We got background music. Okay. All right. Oh, is it going to fail again? It might fail again. Okay, so... that doesn't make sense. Oh, default bind. Let's just switch it to 0000. That way, when I run this one, it should be sure to fail. But it didn't. It didn't. All right. Get blah 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 HTTP 200. So that's not what we should be getting. We should be getting method not allowed. So let me change up something here. Whoops, no, that one's good. Oh, it would help, wouldn't it? If I had the right config file. Okay, there we go. All right, so excellent. Okay, so now I don't know how long it would take for this to get updated. My guess is that, like, how long does POSIBand take? Okay, that's what we needed. We needed this. This is how we... this may be a NAT hairpinning thing. It says it's bound on that and on that. Again, we could possibly just change the bind to be 0.0.0.0, which is effectively what we're doing anyway. And then we should be able to do two things. One, I should be able to connect to that IP address that I was just complaining about. On that port. Okay. it. So it doesn't give me anything back. But it looks like it's connecting, as opposed to if I were to do this one. That's just going to get dropped. That's the firewall rule there. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. I don't like the feedback on that, but... Oh my. Did I, What just happened? Oh, interesting. So I don't know how we send a message to this. I'm a little confused about that one. Let's try this again. Error could not connect. You know what, though? You know what we can do? Is I can change this. Dash core. Okay. Let me do this. So the CLI tool uses a different config file location than the GUI tool. And so I should be able to run -CLI testnet, do this mabob here. All right, that doesn't make sense. Could not connect to the server. 127. All right, what did I do wrong? Did I name it the wrong thing? Did I mess this up? I don't think I did. It's under test. Oh, RPC bind. I didn't actually do what I thought I was doing there. Okay, let's try that. Because when it's all zeros, it assumes it's local, which is reasonable. 1998. RPC connect. All right, doesn't look like we're getting through, but let me double check the ports here. 19999. That's up. And that is, I believe that's both TCP and UDP. Yep. 19999. Correct address. Everything looks good. Oh, it needs to be... Okay, whoops. We're going to allow... that ends in the letter 8. Okay, we're going to allow that one through as well. All right. All right. Oh, and then I need to hit apply on that. Do you? Okay, so now... that's good, right? .403 is unauthorized, forbidden. Cool. All right, so that doesn't make sense because essentially I think it's just not reading the config file. Oh, it might be because it's trying to read it from the GUI location. Silliness, my estimate, but let's just yeah. Let's try one more time. No! So I don't know why I can't have this read from the config file, but whatever. If it'll work at all, then I'll take it. All right, let me try this. Did I get the right things? Because I know that actually it doesn't give you an error when you get the wrong. Is it RPC user? Yep. And then RPC password, RPC port, and then RPC not adder, not bind, but connect. And then it's equals for all of these. Networking issues. Okay, this is so wonkadoodle. All right, I'm a little confused. It can't connect to itself. Is that what it's telling me? It can't connect to itself? External IP. I'm very confused as to how it can't connect to itself. But something's going on here that's a little bit weird because of the networking. I'm just gonna have to call it for now. So maybe the reason that it's not registering is because of that. And this could be let's see, because this one, this is a different type of error. Hey, iVitals, what's up? I am actually just wrapping up. I am just wrapping up. Could not connect. See, I think this is a hairpinning issue. Let me check and see if there's a hairpinning option. I don't know why it would need to connect to itself on its external IP address. Let me try changing the config here a little bit. Let's try a couple of things. Sudo system restart. Let's just restart it with the config as is. And I could have it rebind. I don't know. External IP. Could not connect to the server. All right, so that's good. This is a different message. So we basically have 3 different levels of error message here. All right, that one is it's just retrying over and over again. Right, okay. So it looks like it can't connect to itself. Maybe. I'm not sure how to take that one. I'm not sure at what level this failure is happening. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try this one. This is going to be a little bit weird. But I'm going to set its external IP to... I mean, this is stupid, right? But I'm just going to set it there. Yep, can't connect. Loading block index. Yep. All right. Okay. Well, so the good news is these are all problems that are going to come up, right? So as we try to do the DNS stuff, if we're going to have hairpinning issues, which I think that's what this is. I could be mistaken, but I think it's related to NAT hairpinning. Let me see. NAT reflection, use system default, enable. I think that's what we want for this one. I don't see the little pop-up. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to apply changes. And then let's see if when it's restarted, where did we have this thing? Oh man, I really got to go. Oh, I actually have to go. I literally really have to go now. I have a second, but no more. So RPC bind external IP. Yeah, so if we... Okay, local address does not match the address from ProRegTx. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I might be back. I should be back tomorrow. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this problem out right now. I'm not going to be able to. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. Could not connect to itself. Um, I wish I could try to connect to it directly. All right, let me just I'm going to quadruple check the config one more time. No, not this one. Go back here. Okay, every bind address. Main, we don't worry about it. This one, we worry about it. Maybe we do set the bind back to 0. We set the bind to 0 there. So these are both public addresses, apparently. Well, the RPC actually typically is not public. RPC allow IP. Oh! Maybe this is our problem. Because I was only allowing the one address. What was that called? CIDR notation public internet. I think it's /0. Okay. Let's try this. Nope. Okay. All right. I'm out. Gotta go. Adios. Bye.